the one that's the most viral, the most well-known, is when you decided to go to Logan Paul's house, do a prank video, and challenge him to a fight. You didn't think that he was actually going to accept. Were you prepared to go all in if he accepted that?
I was prepared to go in because he had accepted it. When I show up in his house, you know, when you do pranks, the main idea in pranks, you need to go all in. For me it was, again, I don't say it for everyone, I say like for me, it was only to go all in. You cannot say no if you have some opportunity. If something show up, only yes, and yes, always say yes for these things, you know? And I don't even thinking in my mind that he will really offer me to fight because I even was like have a fake gloves. I never wearing gloves in my life.
I would like to introduce you to a friend of mine, a gentleman known as Viktor Drago. Viktor is a YouTube international sensation. He's well known for his pranks on celebrities like Justin Bieber, Logan Paul, and Dolph Lundgren. I really enjoyed interviewing Viktor. He was so funny, he had the best sense of humor. I really enjoyed learning about how he came out of Russia, went from there, moved to the United States. After doing just prank shows on his YouTube channel, he challenged Logan Paul to a boxing match. He wasn't a boxer, but he was just messing around, just doing a prank. And after Logan Paul kicked his butt, he decided to take up boxing and he became a champion boxer. It was insane. And we talk about all of that. We go over how that all went down in our interview. And this is Viktor's story. This is how Viktor Drago is making his mark. We have seen you having fun, you know, doing pranks. You know, you are a very fun character, but we know that under all of that is a story, right? And that's what we're going to talk about. We want to know about you. We want to know where you came from and what got you to this place, right? So let's backtrack all the way to the very beginning, the young Viktor Drago, okay? So tell me about that, where you're from, and let's get started.
Yeah, I'm from Russia, originally from Russia. So I started my journey in Russia, and when I was 16 years old, I decided to start to make money because I don't have any money in my family. I live with my mom only, and I have two sisters. One of them lived with us in this moment. So I started to make money at 16 years old because my mom made maybe around $250, $300 total.
Did you feel like you wanted to help her?
No, honestly, I do not feel that I wanted to help her. When I was 16 years old, I only thinking like, I want to go out with girls, you know, because a lot of people go out with girls, they have fun, they go everywhere around, but I just can't because I don't.
You felt like a 16-year-old.
Yeah, it's like a 16 years old. Exactly. You don't really. Right now, I help my mom. You know, right now, like I'm thinking different. Right now, I see the life different. But when I see myself when I was 16 years old, it was a child who wanted to have experiences. You know, who wanted to experience life for the fullest. You know, and to have this experience, I must have money. You know, and I started to do businesses when I was 16. The same time, I was in cross-country ski. Already in this moment, it was 11 years, 11 years cross-country ski. Plus, I started to do businesses. And
did you train cross-country skiing on your own? Did you get a coach?
No, of course I have a coach.
That's crazy.
Yeah, of course I have a coach. I started when I was 6 years old. I had my first competition when I was 7 years old.
Wow.
It was 8 kilometers. I think it's like around 5 miles competition. So I had the coaches. I have a lot of different coaches. I train, and when I was 19, I qualified for Russian national team.
Wow.
And I was 6 years inside of Russian national team. Oh, actually 7 years, from 18
Wow.
years. From 18, 7 years in Russian national team. First I started as a junior in junior categories. So I've been in a lot of World Cups, right? But I never get a first place, you know, in competition. I all the time was like second, third in a junior, and I never get a first place in this time. Because I don't have a mindset yet to get a victory, you know, to be the champion, you know. I had the mindset to just have something, you know. And after this, where I was grow up, you know, after this experience, for me it was enough in this moment, right? But once I moved to the main category, in cross-country ski, I decided that I want to be a champion. I don't care about second place. I don't want.
What was that shift? What caused that shift to happen?
That shift happened because I read a lot of books. You know, in this moment, it was already maybe 6 years. I started when I was 16. I started to read a lot of books. I started to read see a lot of trainings, which is possible, to see how to change your mind, about success, about how to pick up a woman, you know, also. So a lot of different experience, a lot of different books, and they all lead for understanding that second place or third place is not enough for me.
Right.
It's not what you're looking for. It's not for what I trained a long time. And I decided to be only one or nothing, only first place or nothing. I
can see the intensity in your eyes. Like, it's very intense. I can see that.
Yeah, and I have this idea about being number one, and I come to my coach and share with him my ideas how to make these things happen. Because when I moved from junior to main category right, on the first year on competition, I only get like on a World Cup like 31st place, 35th, 37. I wasn't even be close, you know. I only in sprint I was once 14. That's it. This is the best place. And I give my coach the idea how I want to change, what I should change. And the coach told me like, no, nobody did this. Nobody did what you're talking about. It's never will work. It's not gonna work. And I decided like, okay, so if you're thinking that it's not gonna work, once I will win a World Cup, I will show you that it's working. And I move only.
You're giving me chills.
I move to the sprint category. Only I do sprints, and I only train for sprint. And after 1 year since I talked to my coach, after 1 year since I stopped to work with him, I get the first time in my life, first place on the World Cup in the main category. It was the first time World Cup and first place. It was. I honestly feel like I can fly, you know, in this moment. It was when I stay on the podium, I feel I can fly, and it was insane. It was really insane.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. So the cool thing is that it sounds like, even from back when you decided to get a job at 16, and even though at the time it was about wanting to go out and have fun, you didn't want to dwell in, you know, being a victim of your situation. You took charge of your situation. You saw people around you who were having fun, having girlfriends, whatever, and you took matters in your own hands. You were like, I'm gonna figure out a way to have fun. At that time, that was what was important to you. And you continued on, and it seems like every path you took, it was like you hearing people tell you like things aren't possible, or maybe having adversity around you, and you just like took it in your own hands. And you decided, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it happen. And that continues to evolve for you in your life, because then you decide you want to move to the United States. So tell me about that.
Before we move to United States, I want to say a little bit about like when I started these things, right? When I was 16 years old, I started to read a book. I started to not just want to have money and go out with girls, but I want to understand how to do it right, how to do it correctly. I started to train myself how to do it right, how to do it correctly.
Right.
I started to read a lot of books, a lot of information, everything which is possible to get for free without payments, for books, courses, trainings, everything. I started to put myself into it, and it changed my mind. It changed my mind and made myself to read all the time. I all the time read all the time. Like last year, I read 65 books in a year.
Wow.
So total right now in 20 years, I don't know, maybe around 1,000 books, something like this. Yeah. I love to do these things because I feel every time, even when you read a book in 10 times, like the same book 10 times, it still changed something. Because while you read long time ago, you was a different person. And right now, the same book, the same information can lead to absolutely different experience.
Yeah.
So when answering your question about like how to start it, about repeat your question.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like right now, I'm just really fascinated because I feel like I agree with this, the power of being able to change your mind. I mean, you are literally taking it into your own hands. I mean, from everything that you've done, you're taking it into your own hands. Taking these books and deciding that you're going to completely shift your mind and change your mind, I believe in that too. I think that so much of what we do is like not what happens to us, but how we respond to it. And that's exactly what you're doing, you know? There's so many things happening to you, right? So many things like kind of holding you back, you know, not maybe having enough money, or maybe not having like a coach who's like cheering for you to do what you think you're capable of doing. You are like, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to make this happen. And you shifted your mind, and you have continued to show yourself that that mind shift is going to pay off. So now I wonder if, and I'm kind of jumping way ahead right now, but I'm fascinated. I almost wonder if you, having had achieved all of those things, proving to yourself, you have literally changed to the core of who you are and showed yourself that changing your mind allows you to accomplish exactly what you're going to accomplish. So, I mean, jumping ahead, I can see everything you've done now, but we're still moving there. We're still working our way up. But now before you go to the US. Okay, so tell me about that.
So when I decided to go to US, right?
Yeah.
I had this situation in my business, right?
Right.
I don't want to talk a lot of details about it, but we have a like very successful business, very like good money. I made this money for like 10 years of work really hard. I had like 30 businesses in Russia total, plus my cross-country ski bring cool money. I mean, not cool, but good money. Okay, let's say like this, good money in this point, right? And all of it, bring it together, and I had like good experience, good money, good ideas. But I always want to live in US. Like my idea, I always want to live in US. And after we have a like bad situation in the business, when one of the person who get a lot of investment from us, like almost, I mean, a lot of investments, let's say like this. So he just disappeared. He took the same money from a lot of different people, a lot of big group of people. He took money from everybody. And everybody trusts him because he was like 20 years in this business. Everybody trusts and everybody invests money. And he just took money and disappeared. So, and all businesses collapses, everything collapses. And sitting in Russia, I have only like $2,200 in my pocket. That's it. This is all money which I had, and I'm thinking like, okay, so I want to go somewhere. I want to go to US, and I want to make my move, because it's only a moment right now to do it or don't do it.
And really fast, at this point, had you already won the three world titles in roller skiing?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, before I already won 3 times World Cup in roller skiing. It was 2013, 2014.
Got it.
This year, and I moved in US in 2015. First, when this collapse happened in business, right? I saw on YouTube Vitaly ZDTV, this kind of prankster, right? What he do. Right. And I saw his pranks, and I'm like, no way he make money from this. Yeah. Once I understand how much money he made from this, I like, well, come on, guys, I can do better. I can do really better, and I can do like more crazy pranks, like no problem. It's like just what I can do. Yeah. And I decided to start to do it. I started to do it in Russia a little bit, right? And after when this moment came, and I like, okay, I need to move to US, or I never will move. So I go to US with $2,200. I remember I sit in the Miami airport already on my arrive past the border control. I sit and I searching place where I will live, because I don't know nobody in America, no one person. And I found the place where I will live. Thank you, my seduction technique, you know, like one girl, she has an apartment for I make everything happen, you know, everything like work really good, you know. It's really helpful, you know. It's really helpful in life. Your
charisma is working for you. You're using all of your assets.
Yeah, all the assets, because it's only like to use all or nothing, you know. And once I moved to US, I decided to first year. They said I will live in US. I'm not gonna move, but it's only last for 10 months because finally money ran out. You know, it's I make some money here. I did a lot of like different videos for American Russian TV on Russian language, and a lot of different stuff. Wherever I can, I just put myself to do it. You know, plus YouTube give some little money. You know, But after 10 months, it was done, and there was a moment when that's it, no money. And I like, okay, so time to go back. And I back to Russia.
So when you went back to Russia, is that around when Viktor Drago from Creed, tell me about how that played a role in your success. When the Viktor Drago and Creed came out, happened to be the same name as you. We talked about this. Tell me when that was placed in your journey and how that affected you.
I mean, honestly, it's not really affected me at all. I just remember like somebody said like, oh, it will be a new movie, Creed, and there will be Viktor Drago in the movie. And I'm like, who is it? What is it? Like, let me see what is it. So they show me all information and I'm like, oh, wow. This is interesting, like kind of fun, but it's okay. So I not really care about it, and it's not really play any role, you know.
Yeah.
But after when I decided to do pranks, like I did pranks on a lot of different celebrities. Like
you look like the guy who played that part in the movie.
No, I look way different. I look way more.
They should have chose you.
Exactly.
They should have chose you.
This is actually funny because when I did prank with Dolph Lundgren, I did prank on Dolph Lundgren, right? After TMZ interviewed him and they asked about like this guy like who Viktor Drago did pranks on you on the street, and they asked him like, does he look really similar? And he said like, yeah, he looked very actually similar. And he told me, he said like, wow, you look like more Viktor Drago like than this is who play role, you know? Like, yeah, thank you.
So you went back to Russia. This was about 2016, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so then what brought you back to the US? When?
Yeah, I back to Russia. I decided like, okay, let me see a place where I want to live. You know, when I want to live in the world, you know, where is the place? Where is the place? Maybe it's not America. Maybe something else. I'm like, okay, let me decide it. Let me choose it. Let me find the place. So first, I don't have enough money from YouTube to go somewhere, and I have some money, you know, I use this money to travel to Europe, shoot pranks, like for example, for 1 month pranks, I shoot in 4 days. I back, I publish them, and I do it over and over again. In like 3 months, money start to grow, start to bring me more money, and I start to travel more, like for 1 month, I travel for 2 months, you know. And after I decided, okay, time to go to more, because YouTube started to bring me more money. So I go to Thailand. And again, all the time when I go, I don't planning to stay there longer. I don't planning to stay there long, but when I go to Thailand, I stay almost 1 year there, all around Thailand. Not exactly in Thailand, but all around Thailand. Like Thailand, Malaysia, Cambodia, Singapore, Bali, all these countries. I just travel and stay and see where I can live.
Right. These aren't necessarily your dream places yet, but you're feeling it out. You're open to possibilities.
Yeah, I open to possibilities and see where is it really like the place where I want to live. I experience all of it. I meet my first wife in Malaysia. I have like crazy experiences, crazy experience to be.
Share what you want.
To be kind of like. Marriage in divorce in the 11 months.
Oh, wow.
Everything from meeting to marriage to divorce in 11 months.
Right.
Everything happened like so fast and quick. And I remember I'm moving from Thailand to America already, like, and it was 2017.
Would you say that you're an impulsive person? Like you make decisions and you act very fast before you really think it all the way through because you just make something happen. You decide you want it and you go for it. Maybe
10 years ago, I can say more impulsive, you know, more, it's not even like too much impulsive. It's mostly was like, okay, this one, let's do it. Let's do it. Don't thinking all details, you know. Right now, when I do my business, when I do everything, you know, I thinking all details, like everything. Like, this is the thing, this is it, this is it, you know, all details. I must see that it's working. I of course, I cannot see like all the way or something like this, but I see that it's working from this point, I should make a decision.
And you have a lot of experience too.
Yes. Yeah. Before, it wasn't like that. Before, oh, this, let's go. Oh, this, let's go. Oh, let's go. And maybe it was good in the like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, when I was younger. It probably was good to this moment. But right now, when I'm almost 35 years old, it's already a different story, already a different idea, already different things, how I experience life. And I believe so it should be for everybody. I think for everybody is the same, you know. When I was 16, I don't thinking about helping to my mom, you know, thinking about go out. This is what I honestly think. But right now I'm helping to my mom like for a long time, you know, because mind changed, ideas changed, life changed. And I think it's how it should be in life for everyone, you know.
So what inspired you to start working your way into, you know, staying outside of Justin Bieber's house and getting that content, and you've done some prank videos with a lot of celebrities. So I want to talk about that, but I want to talk about the lead up. What like was in your mind? Like what the heck was going through your mind when you decided to do that?
Yeah, the main heck to going in my mind, honestly, was just because they are famous.
The main heck?
Nothing else.
That's the main heck that was going in your mind?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, a lot of people say that, oh, we want it because this or because, I telling truth.
Yeah.
The main, it was because they are famous, so I want to go and do it. That's it. If it's not Justin Bieber or some Bieber Justin or whatever, I will do it because he is famous, and it's why this is lead me to make these pranks, lead me to make this experience. Yeah. And it was for,
this is why you're here.
Exactly, for 1 year. It basically was for 1 year. I experienced all these different pranks with different celebrities. And I see how it's work. I see how it exposed, but the main point in this moment already, I wasn't like so feel for pranks. It wasn't kind of like a little bit in the past for me. I before, when I was like 25 or 26, right? I did pranks. I was so excited. Oh my God, let's do this. Oh, let's do this prank. Oh, will be crazy. Let's go. And for me, it was like the more crazy it can be, I can do it. For me, it was only one point when I did pranks, like for make sure that everyone who will see it, they will see and no one can repeat it.
Right.
But for me, it should be like so crazy that people can only see and like, what the fuck? We just can't repeat this thing.
Yeah,
it's great. This was main idea. Yeah. And I believe so I achieve in pranks these things. Yeah. In a lot of pranks, if people really will see my pranks, they don't understand it. So it's why this is, when it's already was pranks with celebrity, it was just maybe, I can say 3 years ago, or 4 years ago. I already don't really feel about pranks, but I only feel that because they're celebrity.
Right.
I can get exposed for my social media, so let's make it happen. So this was key.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you, the one that's the most viral, the most well-known, is when you decided to go to Logan Paul's house and do a prank video and challenge him to a fight. You didn't think that he was actually going to accept. And you also offered your girlfriend as a reward to him and his friends. You really thought you were going to beat him. And I read that you said when you go into something, you have to be prepared to go all in. Were you prepared to go all in if he accepted that?
I was prepared to go in because he accepted it, and it was like when I show up in his house, when you do pranks, the main idea in pranks, you need to go all in. For me, it was, again, I don't say it for everybody, I say like for me, it was only to go all in. You cannot say no if you have some opportunity.
Right.
If something show up, only yes, and yes, always say yes for these things, And I don't even thinking in my mind that he will really offer me to fight, because I even was like have a fake gloves. I never wearing gloves in my life. I never wearing boxing gloves in this moment.
Crazy.
I never wear boxing. I had no idea how to even wrap hands.
You've done street fights, but boxing is intense.
I mean, street fight, yes.
Look at your hands. You are definitely...
Yeah, it's like for now. It's from training.
You're definitely a boxer.
This is like...
Yeah, that's a training hand.
It's actually was funny. Yesterday just have some crazy situation on the street, but I can tell you if you want later, or should I tell now?
Tell it now. We're going to interject the Logan Paul story. Tell me about what happened on the street.
Yeah, this is like yesterday I just go out, back to home from sauna, and it's like some Russian, not Russian, but maybe Russian or Armenian guy, like crazy, like just jump on me, and kind of like.
Do you know who you were?
No, he don't know who I am. He told me in Russian like, why you so tense or something like this, and I like turn and like what's up? And he jumped to me like very close, and I like just stand back like in the fighting position, and I keep my hand here, and once he see my face, he see like I don't go nowhere, he like oh no, I just joking, I just like everything all right. What the fuck? I'm joking. Come on, man.
So
no, I don't touch him.
Oh, okay.
No. If I broke his jaw in one punch, there's no chance.
Okay, so
I'm trying to not touch people on the street because it's not going to be a fight.
It's going to be
game over.
Could be bad for them. They may not wake up.
It's also it could be bad for you because of police, And I also I have an idea to ask police about how to really I can defend myself, and which means defending myself. Because if I punch a person one time while he attacked me, right? He fell down and broke his head off the ground, you know, and he dead.
Right.
So does I will be responsible for this, or how it will be? Because I know a lot of people like go to jail for this stuff. They like people attack them, they punch them one time, they fall down, they broke his head, and they go to jail. Like, I mean, man, come on.
You know what's crazy about this is like the solution for most people is to have a bodyguard. But the thing about you is if you had a bodyguard, they wouldn't be able to defend you better than you could defend yourself. So that how would that work? You know. But then so you have bodyguards to not even be able to do what you could do. So that
I mean, if I'll have a bodyguard who is like 320 pounds and who's professional boxer, who, I mean, he definitely can defend himself way better than I, because like I know one guy, he's 330 pounds. 6'5". He has 22 fights boxing. 22 fights, 20 knockouts. I mean, man, this guy can defend myself very easy, you know. It's not will be even a question, you know, for him. But also it's not about my bodyguard will be not defend myself from somebody, but defend them from me.
Of course.
You know, this is the point. This will be different because to make sure, I will say like, make sure that I do not touch them because I don't need this problem. I don't want this problem. I better like just go walk away. I don't want to have any problem, you know.
But let's talk about what got you into boxing, because this is the fascinating part of this, okay? The fascinating thing is you did not have boxing training when you went into that prank, okay? But when Logan Paul, I mean, you know, with all respect, kicked your butt, you decided, just like everything else in your life, now you want to be a boxer. Because you specifically wanted to kick his butt.
Only this reason.
And what happened from there?
So first, when I show up, like let's start from prank, right? I show up in his house, I start to call him out, etc. I don't expect that he'll be agree, but they decided. They said like, oh, they talk with all people around and said like, let's put his girlfriend in to make sure that if so, he will like kind of she will be the point of who will win, you know, who will get the girlfriend, and they understand that I shouldn't be agree with this, right? But again, we do not live in the first centuries. You don't live when it was like, I don't know, 5 years ago, right? And any girlfriend, any human being can decide for herself, right? I can say she will be this one, right? But her decision will be the last one to decide it. That, okay, I will go there, or I will do something else, you know? And I clearly understand these things. It's not like we live in woman do whatever you said, or in any case, right?
I got it.
It's
I thought it was funny.
Not like this, right?
Don't worry, I get it.
Yeah. So
it was funny. It was all in fun.
I'm joking. I just said like, how is it? So we go in the boxing ring. I wrap my hands, and I don't even know how to do it. He beat me there, of course, because I mean, again, like no point. Don't know how is it. And from this point, I start boxing after like 3 months. It's happened after 3 months. I decided that I want to be a boxer, let me do it. And first what I did, I decided I needed to find a coach who will train me, you know. And I sent the information to a lot of different gyms, like who would like me to train me, to if so, make a revanche with Logan Paul. This was the idea. It was like the point why clubs should train me. So one of the club, like few clubs agree, but I decided to go with one of the like very cool club. You know, I started with them, like I trained for 2 months, but Logan Paul not respond for us, not give us attention, nothing. And the club said like, no, we cannot train you anymore because I mean we cannot do it. And I was already into it, you know, and I love it already. And I start to working, you know, I start to work myself, start to train. And after 1 year, I had a fight with this is Kenny KO guy.
Kenny KO.
Yeah, they came to me. They said like, let's do it fight. Let's make this fight happen, etc., etc. I said like, okay, so let's make it happen, no problem. And they thinking that Kenny will win because he had like before 2 fights or 3 fights, whatever. You know, he even go in all like for their like logos and form, you know, everything like T-shirts with like their name and everything, you know. And guess what?
You had no mercy on him.
No.
He was done from the get-go. That was rough. That was a rough one. And then Floyd Mayweather shared it on his social media.
Floyd Mayweather shared, Lil Pump shared, Buzes, whatever his name. A lot of different celebrities shared. I just don't have a picture of this, you know. A lot of different celebrities because in this moment, company who I work with, they work with the celebrities. Company who I work with in this moment, it was company who promote Floyd Mayweather, Snoop Dogg, Lil Pump, all this is celebrity on Facebook. It was one of the top companies in the world for Facebook, for all this is celebrity things, you know. And they made this happen because they was interesting to make my fight with Logan Paul. And guess what? They public this video. Floyd Mayweather public on his page. 5 days before he fought Logan Paul. 5 days before he fighting Logan Paul, the video was published. 5 days.
That's awesome.
Exactly. This is the point. This is all was lead to it. All was like all people was exciting. They want to make this happen. It was attention to Floyd. It was attention to Floyd about Logan Paul, and he exactly did 5 days before. I mean, it was amazing.
That was great. You were perfect timing. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you have these videos, they go viral, right? And this is something that most people would never be able to relate to, but I'm really curious. Does this affect you when something goes so viral and then you feel this pressure that, you know, your next video is not even close maybe to as viral? How does that affect you?
Honestly,
stress you out?
When I start these things, you know, when I start to do these things, I don't really care. I don't really care. But once they become viral, right, I care a little bit, like maybe when I was 27 years old or something like this, you know. But after, I just don't care. I really like right now, and after this moment, I don't care about anything, you know. I do whatever I do. People like it, people don't like it. Video go viral, video don't go. Okay, whatever it's going, let it be. Whatever God bring it to us, whatever it is, let it be. I don't care. Like, because I believe so the people should not care about any other people. I mean, they should love everyone. You should love yourself first. You should love everyone second. And you should not care about what other people think, because you will never, ever satisfy all human beings. Because human beings still human beings, you know. We are primitive race in the universe, like so primitive, like a kindergarten race. We're kindergarten race. We are childs. We know nothing. And a lot of people say like, we know everything. I say like, man, I know for sure only one thing, that I know nothing. I really know nothing. Like this is like all what I know. 0.001 of everything which is going on. But when people say like, I know everything, I'm like, okay, whatever, man. The ego is out of league, you know. You're so positive and you're so in control of your mind that I can see you like jumping past the part of your journey where maybe you did struggle, because you've trained yourself to do that. There had to have been a time when it was stressing you out. But see, you're so trained in your mind that you're jumping past that. You're already to the place where you don't care what anyone thinks. And I think that is a testament to you having trained your mind, right? But let's just go back, okay? Because you had to have gotten over that through the books that you read, manifesting, changing your mindset. When you did have that, because this is what a lot of people could relate to, maybe not on your level, but let's talk about what got you through that. Because your videos go viral, you know, you have some highs and lows, it probably stresses you out. Tell me about that, and then what got your mind to kind of shift to where you are now. First what I want to say, it's not about level, I believe so, because if you can see the levels, right, it's basically like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, level up, level down. But I believe so there is no level, there is just people who see life like this. I like people who see life like this, people who see life like this, people who see life like this, you know. If it's not in some people's mindset, right, vision, then it's something outside. So they better see something or understand better, you know. It's not the levels. It's my point of view, again. And I like that. When it was happened, you know, I really like don't have even like a big things or feeling of this, you know. I just like, okay, so I should do better. I need to do maybe more videos. And I remember one moment I decided to do pranks every day, and I start to crazy work on it, like extremely work. I was absolutely exhausted, like everyday pranks, every day, and I public every day. When people start to public every day, it was maybe 7 years or 8 years ago. I public every day, and it's go even more down. As the more I start to pushing it go even more down, because I believe so. This is also I read in the books, right? That the more you try to push something, the universe pushes it back. As less you push it, as less it pushes back, you know. As more you come, as more you're present, as more everything going in the right direction. But if you go, I will make these things happen right now. This is the thing. This is my thing. I will do it. And guess what?
Yeah.
And nothing happened. And I mean, a lot of people, I think, experience these things in their life, and they're like, that's it. This is I go to do.
It's so
and that's
true.
It, and nothing.
I think that's so true, because when you decide that it has to happen and you're so focused on that end result, it's like you sabotage yourself in ways that you don't even realize. That I've experienced that with competition. If I go into a competition and I have to win the show, or else, you know, I'm not going to go to the Olympia, and it's like there's all these little things that I sabotage myself with because like I have to win that show. But when I do all the hard work and I get there, and then I go, you know what? It's whatever happens will happen. I'm at peace with myself. I'm at peace with my journey, and that's when I win.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's not that you're not putting in the work. It's not like you're not dedicating yourself to it, but it's like letting go of the things that are out of your control, maybe, and just putting in your control, you know, where your energy, putting your energy where your control is, right?
Yeah. I also read one book. I don't remember exactly the name, but it's like kind of like How to Let It Go. Something like this, How to Let It Go.
Yes.
This kind of book, you know, and it's really like talking what you said about like.
By Eckhart.
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was a lot of books. So it's very similar to what you said about like you put all work, you do all stuff on 100%. Everything what you do, you should do on 100%. I even say like 120%. You know, whatever you do, right? But at the same time, you should not stress out about it, and should not be crazy. Imagine, for example, in one moment, how stressful should be, like, for example, president, right? Like a Donald Trump. And when he has like this craziness around, I'm sure he's so at peace at home. So at peace, so calm, so good, you know. When you came to this level of allow yourself to be like this, this is, I believe, a true peace level.
Beast level.
Peace.
Oh, peace. Peace and beast.
In beast, I mean, of course, in some cases, it's also beast level. The most peaceful you are, the most beast you are. The most peaceful you are in a, for example, sparring, you know, in a ring, the most better you show. The most peaceful you are in a competition, the better you show. The same was when I won 3 times World Cup. Only I came to this point in my, you know, when I let it go of everything. When before start, right, it's everything gone, everything out. I'm only here and now, and I go. This is only what I do. Nothing else exists. Only I'm here and now. That's it. This is only one moment in my moment. It's also, I believe, so in Fast and Furious they talk about it about like 10 seconds. You know, you only have 10 seconds from start to finish. And when it's like green light, you just go, you know, like this is like 10 seconds and nothing else. This is exactly what I had in my cross-country ski competition. So, and what I believe so in life.
We worry so much about what the outcome is going to be. And like the moment that you're in right now is going to lead you to whatever the outcome is going to be. And if you're thinking too much about the outcome, you're skipping past all of that. That I could not agree with that more. For you, you know, you've done a lot in life. I think that if people were to Google you, I think the first thing that people see is just, you know, the pranks and the fun and everything. You know, it's hard to even imagine this like intense person that you clearly are and you clearly have had to be just to get to the success with your pranks, right? What if somebody looking back at you and your journey, how would you want people to remember you?
I believe so. They should remember how they want. Everyone should remember me how they personally want. Because who I am to tell people how to remember me. I am not a person who made people to think specific ways or tells them you only need to think like this or not different. Let them think and see how they want to see it. Whatever it is, whatever they see is absolutely beautiful.
How do you see yourself?
God's person. God inside me, God all around me, in every human being. and God walking my path with everything, with all experiences. I can say like this.
I like that.
Again, it's very complicated things, but this is what I can say right now.
Yeah.
This is what I feel right now.
Yeah. Would coming to this interview and, you know, just accepting to be here, like I could tell you felt like it was right, because you don't agree to things and you don't take things on unless you feel like there's like something, okay, there's a potential, there's something. You know, you're very selective about what you choose and what you do. What is it that like sparks your attention when you decide on, you know, a business venture or taking an interview or whatever? Like, what is it that is that magical thing for you?
Specifically for this interview?
Yeah.
This magical feelings was you. Because when I see you're 8 times champion of Olympia, you know, when you are this level of competition, and when this level of person invite you to some show or some event or something else, you understand that it's not for nothing.
No.
It's not going on for nothing, you know?
Yep.
And if these kind of people invite me for something, I would love to go. This is specific for this.
Yeah. Okay. So what about like in business? You know, when you make a business decision, what is it that you have to feel right about?
I have to see the person in the business right now. I need to see a lot of things about like how he do business, what he show, who he was, what he show me exactly results, show me exactly things. You know, I never will jump right now in any business opportunity without seeing how it can be good and beneficial for me. You know, I need to see it's very clear that this will be beneficial for me. This is person who really want to do the things, who really want to do the work, because a lot of people in America, I can say by my experience, only say the words, but they never follow them. They only say it and never go nowhere. And it's why like this is not people who should work with me. And I have some experiences, and I want to say thank you, God, for make this experience very short.
Yeah.
Make this experience very short with these people, because this is lead me right now where I am here, you know, where I am right now, because I'm glad that it wasn't experienced for years or for 5 years or something like this, you know. It was a short time, and when I see how it's going, how it's happening, I understand that right now I only choose a person who I do business with or who I do something with when I see clearly that watches will be beneficial for me.
Yeah. Isn't it fascinating that one of the greatest assets anyone can bring to the table is just following through? Like doing what you say you're going to do. It's insane to me. I honestly. Yeah. Well, you know what? You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. There's no levels here. I'm learning that now. And I honestly, I so appreciate you coming here. We'll have to do a follow-up when you get that fight with Logan. Yeah. Right? We're waiting on that still.
We're waiting on this stuff, you know, 4 years, but...
You have a $3 million bet running?
Yeah. We did even $3 million to offer, you know. The guys who I work with, right, they offer $3 million.
Is that still on the table? Logan?
No, I don't think so. It's already on the table.
Maybe we can drum that up. But
maybe, but it was on the table. It was on the table like when it was 1.5 years ago. It was on the table 1.5 years ago. It clearly was delivered to him. It clearly was delivered to the team, for everyone. It was right here.
Yeah. He better accept.
Do not take, and we just like was okay. So right now I'm so like kind of like over it. You know, I already. Interesting to do different things, interesting to do different experience. But again, Logan Paul said that he finished with boxing. He even let his coach go, let his coach go to back, and he don't train in boxing anymore. Right. But guess what? Maybe I will go in WWE.
You can do anything.
This is the idea.
And you just got
Wrestling.
In the Muscle Fitness, Mr. Muscle Fitness contest. Mr. Health Muscle Fitness contest.
Yeah, this is contest honestly like a fake contest, you know, fake things. They like what they do there. Yeah, it's honestly fake one, because I honestly signed for this competition, right? Kind of Muscle Fitness, big name, etc. I signed for them, And I believe so. I thought that it will be true.
Yeah.
But right now, when you see competition, it's not true. There is no competition. You can just pay money and buy all votes. This is what you can do. This is what they have. Like you can pay money, whatever you can pay $50,000, $100,000 and buy votes. This is what they do. They make everyone to pay this money after they give $20,000 to some winner, and that's it. You basically only, it's not competition, you compete with somebody to win.
We're gonna get you on the cover of the magazine, okay?
Let's do it.
Even like no competition, we're gonna just get you on the cover of a magazine.
Let's do it, And this is like what was like, right now it's not competition, it's only pay money and you will win. I mean, man, come on, I don't like this.
I have some connections. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen.
Okay, let's make it. Good. Thank you so much. Let's do it. This is good.
I was like, oh God, I'm gonna hurt his. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is great. And then I was gonna say Logan should accept the offer if it were still on the table, because the longer he waits, the better you're getting at boxing. So, you continue to train, and you're still active in the boxing world, right? You're gonna keep that up for a little while?
I still train myself. I stopped working with team who I worked before. It was 4 months ago. I stopped. I train myself right now. And I'm absolutely on a different level in boxing. But again, for now, for me, WWE, this is a goal.
Okay.
WWE, wrestling, right?
Well, of course. I'm just very confident that it's going to happen for you.
This is a goal, and we try to reach them, to connect with them, to make these things happen. And there is also a Logan, so we can make it. This is kind of like, okay, WWE is not really really fight. It's not none of this, right? It's all like a stage things. But again, it's fun. Yeah. Cool, let's make it happen. So it's already like will be not competition, but fun things. Fun. Let's make it happen. Entertainment also cool.
You're very in control of your mind. I could tell it's almost impossible to dive to a place where we like unlock any type of sadness or struggle, because you are so trained to not even go there. I find that really fascinating. So that I won't even, I mean, you're just so trained to not go there. So we can't. It's crazy.
Everyone, they all the time in the present moment. Everyone, what we have, we only have present moment. Yeah. And you can decide it in this moment. You can be in positive state or you can be negative state. That's it. So this is all your decision. It's not about future or past or whatever. It's about right now. And right now you're in this state. So you can be in the negative, so you will attract all negative experience, or you can be in positive, you attract all positive experience. Yeah. It's all up to you.
Yeah. I love that. Man, thank you so much. It has been my pleasure. It's been a pleasure here at WOLFpak. We absolutely love having you here. We're gonna get you some stuff, whatever you want. And thank you all for watching. We love having you here, and stay tuned for more. Until next time, here we have Viktor Drago.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Wendy.